Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studios. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
What's up?
Doing well.
I love Davidoff.
Not this one.
With that being said, today we are talking about the Davidoff Tampa Exclusive 2021. The cigar is a Perfecto, I don't know, was it 5 by 15, 16, something like that? By 54?
By 54.
Yeah, 5.94 inches by 54.
That's very traditional. The Cubans like to get like 3/16 of an inch in there and stuff just to mess with people.
Yep.
So yeah.
This comes out of the Davidoff factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuador 702. Binder is Dominican Piloto Seco. Filler is Dominican Piloto Visus. San Vicente Mejorado Seco. Two different regions of San Vicente Mejorado Visus and Yamasa Visus. Price point is $29. Cigar was released in December of 2020, and we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you go to coronacigar.com or visit any one of their number of locations in Florida, you can maybe pick one of these up if they're still around, or pick something else up and enjoy a cigar and a nice drink. All right, with all that out of the way, Jiunn, overall experience like with the cigar?
All right, so this is one of those cigars you're like, man, this is $29. This has the class. This it's a beautiful looking cigar, right? It's that perfecto-ish sort of shape, and you got the classic white gold Davidoff band. It just screams out class, like what Davidoff does so well. And then you light it up and you're like, I'm gonna go matches, my friend. I'm gonna go matches. I'm not gonna go torch tonight. Right? So you get the matches out. And then you start smoking it, and then you're like, kind of faint, kind of tasteless. And then I kind of thought, all right, maybe I'm not smoking this right. Maybe I need to smoke this with I need to be more attentive to the cigar. And then you score the first third good because you're like, you know what? I figured I wasn't attentive enough off the bat. So being more attentive, I'm getting all this other good stuff.
Did you just say you scored the first third better and blamed yourself for being too hard?
Yeah, let me finish. And then I get to the last 2/3 and I'm like, no, was too nice. Not really getting much out of this. So basically what I'm trying to say is there's certain cigars where it borderlines between nuance and like good and just like tasteless, right? Not much going on. And this is kind of like you give someone a 50-year-old scotch, but that person usually just drinks like fucking Gentleman's Jack, right? And then you look at them and they're just kind of like, it's smooth. They just say it's smooth, and you want to beat the fuck out of them. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead. Next person.
All right, Seth, what was your experience like?
Well, I mean, listen,
what did I just say? I don't even know what the fuck I just said.
I thought it was awesome. I thought right from the get-go the thing was smoking great. Hay, barnyard, there was earth, there was spice, coffee notes. I thought there was a lot going on with the cigar. There's transitioning between each third. What was it? Medium in strength of body. I thought it was fantastic. I thought the blend was great from beginning to end.
All right, John, how about you?
Agree to disagree. I actually did think the first third was good. I don't think it was me reaching too hard and pulling something. It was light, but it was complex in the first third. It had bread cedar, sweetness, baking spices, creaminess, graham cracker. It was nice. It was pleasant. And I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be like one of those, really nuanced, sophisticated Davidoffs. And then it was just really kind of just light and faint, and I don't want to say boring, but it just, there just wasn't much there for the second third and the last third. And I was like, gosh. And then I was looking at my timer as I was smoking it, and I was like, God, this thing's just about smoking itself. I'm taking a puff and like seeing a half an inch of the cigar disappear with each puff. I'm like, what in the Jesus hell is going on here? I mean, the good news is the burn was excellent because it pretty much burned by itself, and the draw was pretty much excellent. But the smoking time was wackadoodle, which I'll talk about later. So overall, kind of an average experience for me. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, from the moment I pulled the cigar from the humidor and felt how light it was, I had a feeling on what the experience would be like. And what the experience was a good traditional Davidoff flavor profile that was going to struggle with a fast burn and a loose draw. And that's pretty much how the cigar went for me. First serve was good, but as the cigar progressed, that loose draw and the fast burn kind of took its toll, produced a degrading flavor profile. I think the experience I had would be satisfactory or above to an occasional smoker looking to splurge, but it was a bit disappointing for me. I was interested in seeing, what you guys' experience with the cigar would be, if you guys would have the same kind of underfilled issue with a loose draw. But I'd like to smoke this again with a proper draw and proper fill. But high price point. I got the bum stick with a bad draw. So I don't know. I want to have the experience that Seth had, but I don't know.
We all do.
Yeah. All right. So getting the scores, going to start at the top with Seth at 7.98. Jiunn and John both gave it a 6.10, and I gave it a 5.45. So Seth, how'd that 7.98 match up for you?
Listen, here's the thing. I'm going to say this about this. Is I have been so critical of the 702 wrapper for years. I didn't like the Davidoff 702. I didn't like the Robusto Intensa. I haven't liked the wrapper when it's being used. And I thought they shouldn't use it. And then I saw that they were going on hiatus with it. I'm like, well, I'm not surprised. I never really liked the wrapper. Then I reviewed this. I didn't even look at what it was, and I saw it was a 702 wrapper. I was like, you got to be kidding me. The one time I get it, I smoke it, I like it. I'm like, and now it's all gone. They're not going to use the wrapper anymore. I thought it was to me, it smoked. I kind of said it was either like a signature or an anniversario, which is a lot stronger. And I wouldn't be surprised if this actually was like a larger Davidoff Anniversario Figurado with a 702 wrapper, because I think there is an Anniversario in this size. But I thought it was a great blend. I think it's awesome for the Tampa exclusive. So I mean, it's something that if you like the 702 wrappers, I think you should. Well, actually, I don't know if you should pick up a box of these, because I didn't like the other ones. Now I like this one, so it's good. Buy a box of them.
All right, Jiunn, 6.10.
I this isn't for me. I was trying to think, like, do I like Davidoff? That's the new age stuff, or just a little more punchier, or do I not just appreciate these, like, what do you consider? Is consider like a white label Davidoff, I
Sure.
guess.
Yeah.
I can't really remember if I've really liked any white label Davidoffs that much, which is interesting. Because I usually find them kind of faint in flavors. So yeah, this is definitely not for me. And I'm sorry, Jeff. But it sure looks cool.
All right, John, same score, 610.
Yeah, so what's really ironic about this is Seth and I were down in the DR at Davidoff, and I preferred the 702 wrapper, and Seth didn't. And so I didn't realize this is 702 wrapper, so I have no explanation why this didn't score higher for me. It just, I think you're right, Aaron. Maybe my cigar definitely felt underfilled based on the smoking time. It was at least 30 to 40 minutes short, and I'm being a little, I think, generous there. It really should have been maybe closer to an hour longer smoking time, and that to me just says that quality control issues. It wasn't unpleasant. It's just I am a Davidoff smoker now. You guys have turned me into a Davidoff smoker, and I do appreciate white labels, and I do appreciate subtlety, and this is okay, which is why I got a 610. But when I drop 20 more than $20 in a cigar, I'm kind of expecting 6.5 to be the floor. So, pleasant, but disappointing. Aaron?
Yeah, my 5.45 matches up well. I mean, it was overall it turned out to be an average flavor profile across the board. I started good and ended up subpar. Just underfilled and have that loose draw. And like John said with his, it was just smoking itself. What he was saying wasn't really that much of a far from the truth. Like you take a draw and you see a good amount of that cigar turn to ash. So
Yeah, I wasn't being facetious. Like you could
yeah.
actually see the line move, which
Yeah.
I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
And that's unusual for Davidoff.
Yeah. So unfortunate. This was definitely interesting. Being the Tampa exclusive, the Bucks winning the Super Bowl, all that stuff going on is a nice celebratory cigar and all that stuff going on. Just a bit of a miss. Any other final thoughts from you guys on this cigar? I don't even know if they're even still available. They probably sold these things out a long time ago.
Were these the ones that
you can get them on the Davidoff?
they were smoking?
You can get them on the Davidoff. You can get them on the Davidoff of Geneva store if you can't get them through Jeff.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No,
they're out. Yep. I figured they.
These are the ones they smoked on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the ones. Yeah.
I figured after the Super Bowl, these were long gone. Right after that. So. All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.